So now we are going to discuss ILE. The first question is, what exactly ILE is? ILE is nothing but, if you see the full form, integrated language environment. When I am saying integrated language environment, how integrated language environment will be and how it will look like, and how I can. Some guy says that, okay, if I am calling a Java program from AS400, that comes under ILE, or I am calling a C program or C++, that comes under ILE. No, actually that is wrong. Like I have a RPG program, and that RPG program is calling a Java program, then it is not ILE. It is not ILE concept. ILE concept comes when my program has been created using multiple languages. One program can have more than one language. So that's what we say, that integrated language environment. Languages got integrated, and then it becomes, then it applies ILE. Coming here, if you see, let me open one new Excel sheet. If my RPG program PGM1 is here and it's calling one Java 1, then this is not ILE. But if my PGM1 is here and this PGM1 is built using module 1 and Java 1, then this PGM1 is using ILE concept. So here my Java 1 and module 1 both are separate modules. Right? So that inside a program, various languages can be there, or either it can be a two RPG only. Module 1 and module 2. Instead of Java 1, I am having module 2 of RPG. This is also ILE concept. So within a program, if I am having a different languages, that comes under ILE, but like I am writing RPG on system A and Java is on system B. I am calling a Java or WebSP or web service. That is not ILE. Getting right? Now, first let us understand a couple of terminologies here, right? I have shown you. Like, let me copy this. We have a couple of terminology. What is procedure? What is sub procedure? Till now we were dealing with only programs, right? It was, if you see here, any program I will open, I don't know, obj mp rpg1. Oh, it's gone. Here we'll see. Any program, if you see, the type of those programs will be star pgm. If you will see, type is star pgm. So whenever star pgm will be there, that will be runnable. You can run, right? Because what we are doing, we are calling emp-rpg1 and it's working. So here we were dealing with only programs in normal RPG. In ILE, we got a new concept called procedure. What exactly procedure is? Procedure is also is nothing but a program only. If you see here in our EMP-RPG2 or EMP-RPG1 also, I use this one, procedure prototype and procedure interface. Why I use? When I am saying procedure prototype, I am assuming that EMP-RPG2 is a procedure. So whatever we were till now we were saying that this is a program, it becomes a program when I compiled. And how I am compiling? If you see here how I am compiling, I am taking option 14, right? If you see option 14, what exactly it does, it says that create bound RPG program. So when I am compiling, based on my compilation, it becomes program. If you see here, if I will take option 15, then it doesn't create a program. Huh? Yeah. You will see everything one by one. So here, if you see, when I am taking option 15, it's creating a module. So irrespective of what you have typed inside a program, how you are compiling, it is becoming either module or it is becoming either a program. If you see, I have not changed anything inside the code. I mean this one. After seeing this, you cannot say this is a program or this is a module. But after doing a work object, what obj, you can say that EMP RPG2 is what? After seeing this, you can say that okay, this is a program. This is not a module. So the first thing is there is no difference between program and module looking into source code, right? On the same source code, I can create a program also, I can create a module also. Only the difference is how I am compiling. Now, when I am typing or I am writing this code, at that time I am saying this is my procedure. So this complete program is a procedure. And procedure is nothing but like in Java we call as a method, and in C we call as a functions. So procedure is my complete program is a procedure. So that's what if you see here, procedure is here. Fine. Any doubt? And that's why for this procedure I am saying that this will be input parameter of for this procedure interface. How I am going to, I mean what will be the interface for this procedure. So sorry, I did not get, please. Right, exactly, yeah. Because see, um, uh, if you see here, we did a star entry and then we write p list, p list, and then we write param, then param. So here like pi move and pi ssn over there, right? If you will consider this much, then this become pr. pr is equivalent to p list and param. So let me copy. Be equivalent to PR and procedure prototype. This is equivalent to procedure prototype. And star in P list, this is equivalent to equal to pi c where these are fine, right? So whenever we will write a start entry, so it will understand that input parameter, because a start entry only will write when you are going to receive the parameter, right? So that's what here pi, whenever pi will be there, so you will be thinking that okay, I am going to receive the parameter to for this program. Fine. And procedure prototype is for, like, you are calling n number of programs. So what we do, we create a p list, and in one program n number of p list will be there, right? So n number of prototype procedure prototype you can have, but in any program only one star entry p list will be there, right? So here also only one pi will be there. Getting? Any doubt, any confusion till now? Okay. So a procedure is equivalent to a program. Here also, if I will show you, let me, where is my outline? Yeah, this, if you see this outline, this is complete a procedure, main procedure. If you see here, oh, is it? Okay. Anyway, I won't show you this one. And now you can see. Okay. So procedure is equivalent to my program. For time being, you just understand it that way. Okay. Now coming to sub procedure. The next term is sub procedure. What exactly sub procedure is? Um Sub procedure is actually, when we create, we call as a procedure only. But I'd like, okay, I will present in a different way. We created a build file, we created a clear file, and couple of other subroutines we did it, right? Now, if you see in this subroutine, just you are doing EXSR subroutine name. We are not any passing parameter, nothing, right? If I am going to create equivalent to my subroutine, but it will be capable of receiving a parameter or returning a value, that is a procedure. Exactly. Whatever function in C, in Java we call as a method, and here it is called as a procedure. But if my program itself is a procedure, then that we call as a sub procedure. So if also here, if you see, whether you are able to see this one, sub procedure outline is there. In outline, if you see, this is the, okay, okay. In outline, if you see, main procedure is here, and like in main procedure, if you see, these are parameters, and in main procedure, what all things, this many subroutines contain, and these are sub procedure. Position is a sub procedure, and filter select is a sub procedure. If I will create my build sub file, if you see build work file, prepare SQL and whatever. So if I will create those as a procedures, so those will be called as a sub procedure. So procedure is equivalent to my subroutine. The only thing is they are going to receive the parameters, they are going to return the parameter, and also procedures can be made as a global. If you see my subroutine, I created a build subfile or init subroutine. Only I can use inside that program only. But just imagine here, like I created init subroutine or, oh, disconnected. I created unit subroutine or validate subroutine or process subroutine, and same process I can use in other program also. So means I'm saying that I'm making that procedure as a global. So procedure can be a global also. More than one program can use. Yeah, yeah. Mhm. Yeah. I mean, if you go in detail, then you have to create in that one. But at beginning level, I can say that yes, you can use it. Just a minute. Okay, sorry. Okay. Uh, what we were discussing, like if my procedure is, and I mean at the top level or at the beginning, I can say that my procedure is here, and I can share this procedure to another program also. And to program one, my procedure is there. I can share this to program two also. But again, if you go in a deep, it's not exactly what I'm saying. But for that, you know what you have to do. You have to create a service program, and that procedure need to be exported. You have to export those procedures. Which I mean, even in service program, I have a 10 procedures. Until and unless I will do export, they will be local to that one only. When I will do export on that procedure, then that procedure can be accessible by other programs also. So again, it depends upon you whether you want to make that procedure as global or do you want to make it local also. But again, the differences between subroutine and procedure, if you see, and overhead on system also, if you compare, subroutine is always preferable until and unless you know you are going to export those procedure, you want to make those procedure as a global, don't go for procedure, always use subroutines. If I am going to use a local, just a minute, until and unless I am going to use, I am going to export those procedures, make a subroutine. Subroutine will won't put much system overhead. I mean this is not going to take a lot of space while execution subroutines, but procedure take a lot of space. But again it's up to you how you are going to use. If you are going to suppose I created a generic procedure which will convert my Excel into PDF, so obviously I will create a procedure because that is going to be used inside entire application. Because if I will do the Excel to PDF or PDF to Excel conversion in a subroutine, so wherever I have to use that one, I have to do the conversion. I have to write that subroutine again, right? So in those scenarios, wherever generic scenarios are there, go and create a procedure. Like for simple example, if you see here, um, for filter selecting in this one our position, we created a procedure. But subroutine, all those things, if you'll see here, everything is subroutine. Inside the same program, we have both subroutine and procedure also. Fine. Any doubt till here? So did you get a difference between procedure and sub procedure? And what exactly sub procedure in what exactly subroutine is? You got it or confused? You are getting right. Okay. Now I will tell you a module and service program. What exactly module is and what exactly service program is. A module is exactly same as a program, but the only thing is you cannot run a module without a program, or anything you wanted to get it with a module, you have to have a program. Or seeing, or let me do a comparison. I mean, to make you understand, you are seeing India, right? India is a country, right? So you can compare your program as a country, as a India, but different states are there. Those are like modules. Now, if you see there, those modules have their internal. I mean, those states have their internal, police and all those departments. But if they have to do a business, if suppose Karnataka and he is going to do a business to some country, like suppose with Japan, they directly cannot go and they can directly cannot take a business from them. They Indian government will talk to those guys first. Connection will get established between India and Japan, and then government of India will pass that, okay, you can go and do a business in Karnataka, or you can go and do a business in Maharashtra. But in order to do that, you have to have a country. So like that, in order to run your module, you have to have a program. Without a program, you cannot do. And like here, one country can have n number of states. The similar way, a program can have n number of modules. Getting right? And if there is a fight between, like even some border, this one, like Rajasthan is there near to Pakistan. Rajasthan cannot go and fight. Rajasthan doesn't have military. If we have to fight, then fight will be there between India and Pakistan, not between Rajasthan and Pakistan. The similar way, modules are there. Modules will be only within whatever you have to pass it, you can do it. But combining those modules, I am creating a program. Now if you see uh, my if you see that in India, any part if you go in Delhi also, Delhi doesn't it belongs to India, but it's a Delhi state. If you are going to Mumbai, so it's belong to India, but it's coming under Maharashtra a module. Similarly, if program doesn't keep anything by themselves. It's combine a module and create a program. Hello, yeah, okay, okay. So I'm saying, like a country will be having states. Combining of states will be a country. The same way, combining of modules will be after combination of modules, I can create a program. In India, any place if you go, you cannot find a place which belongs to India. It belongs to some state, and then it belongs. Oh, I think power line. Hello. Yeah, sorry. Um, Actually, I think some background noise is coming, right? Yeah, I will stop it in some 5 minutes. Only I will explain module and then because they are my mate and all those guys came, so they are working. Uh, so I will just explain module and then we'll discuss more. Okay. Uh, I mean, did you get any idea about what exactly program and module is? Like uh, okay. Okay. So, in module, you created a module, and suppose a program is there. That program can have n number of modules. You will create a module, and then we will create a program, and those program will be having those modules. Again, the same case with service program also. A service program also, first you have to create a module, and then you have to create a service program. So here type will change. The type will be in a program. For a program, type will be star PDM. For module, star mode. But for service program it will be star SRV PGM. Again, this is a program only, but from a program you can use a service program like how we are using a module. uh, so this will be the thing. Okay. I think till here you understand nicely, right? Service program you are getting, or you need little more different? Because we are going to discuss in detail. Only I am telling you a kind of definition for all everything. Uh, okay. Okay. Okay, so what we'll do, the main thing is entire ILE is divided into two sections, bind by copy and bind by reference. And what we will do, when I will start with bind by copy and bind by reference, then automatically we will start knowing everything. So what I am going to, we will do tomorrow, we will start with these two things. We will first see some couple of scenarios, and then we'll try to understand, and then one by one we'll understand this, and then we'll go for coding, how we will implement, right?